I don't think this is gonna stay, is it? I'm actually so excited to film this. Yeah. I know this is gonna fall, so I'm just gonna put it there. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome. Oh my god. I haven't been this excited to film in quite a long time. And honestly, I was just kind of journaling on the train on my way home from work, and I have been really struggling recently. I have really been having a hard time, and I feel like I wouldn't say I have come out of it. I wouldn't say I've figured it all out, but today is definitely one of the light days after a very long time. And I wanted to bring up the topics that I have been struggling with because literally every single time that I start talking to one of my friends or just anyone really, even a stranger, I can see or I find out that we're struggling with a similar thing. And it's Mercury's in retrograde. I'm sorry. It it is. I feel like 50 different planets are in retrograde. I don't even know. And there's a new moon just around the corner, and the energies are a lot. There are a lot. Also, I'm really hoping this video is not gonna cut out at any point because my storage has become full. I really need to fix that. Anyway, I welcome you to this space. Thank you for being here. We have a plant of today. Is this lovely plant? She's gorgeous. I don't know what you call it in English, but in Estonian it's called sõnajalg. I hope. No one call me out on this. If I'm wrong, do tell me. And some lemon ginger tea because your girl has been sick for a very long time. And you know what? Kind of easing into the topic of this video, I'm learning to accept it. I'm learning to come to peace with the fact that my body is going to need a bit longer of a time than I expected it to need. And that's okay. Yeah. If you haven't yet today, or if you already have, I welcome you to take a deep breath with me. I know it's very much needed. Yeah, just give yourself the space and time to just arrive, to land here. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. You don't need to rush anywhere. You're doing way better than you think. And yeah, I'm actually gonna have a sip of tea because it went cold whilst I was trying to set up. I'm really hoping the setting up process is gonna get smoother over time. I know it will, but it just takes me a couple of turns and times, and I'll get there. But I'm gonna have a sip. My hair is a bit of a mess because this is what I had at work, but it kind of became cute. Like a cute. Alright, I'm gonna shut up. It just, I thought it would look fine, so, please don't mind me. Yeah. Anyway, I know you don't. If you have seen any of my last couple of videos, I have brought up the topic of struggling with creating and posting a lot. The last time that I was in the setup and trying to film a video, I quite frankly just at the end couldn't get out the words and the thoughts that were in my mind. And I decided to share that. And I'm very glad that I did because I felt like it was yeah, it delivered. Let's put it that way. I think it's important to see that the creative process and life overall has its very much stagnant and difficult points, which is what I want to talk about today. Because whenever I'm here, I mainly. Oh, bless you. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, whenever I'm here, I mainly wish to, arrive with topics and thoughts and emotions that are very relevant in the recent times in my life. And as I said, Yeah, I've been really struggling. I've been having a really tough time with just a bunch of new changes and yeah, I started a new job and I started this and there's just a bunch of other things that have kind of shaken me up and I've been trying to navigate it the best I can. Just eventually now I really hit a wall with my health. I have been chronically ill with certain things. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm blessed to be healthy enough to walk around and still communicate and do my work, but it has been also very very difficult and required me to obviously think about things that I normally wouldn't. And it's very hard being chronically ill. It's very mentally draining and obviously very debilitating. Is that the word? I hope that's the word. Anyway, I hope you know what I mean. And I guess through that struggle, through these new changes, these new challenges that I'm facing, and these new opportunities, of course, I really found myself pushing myself to be in this positive mindset of building myself up, of going for these big dreams that I'm having, which is absolutely not a bad thing. And I'm very grateful to have actually jumped into doing things and really trying to embody that person who I'm trying to become, who I wish to become, who I feel closest to in my heart, my higher self, as I would say. And it's a process. It's a truly a learning process, and I'm absolutely learning so many things. Overall, the reason why I'm speaking of myself so much, I'm trying to segue this into the topic and give some background context into, and maybe you relate as well. That yeah, just trying to sort of get a jump at things that I feel like I have left in the background. And in that pushing, I feel as if I started hitting a wall so hard. Everything became so stagnant, and I started getting so frustrated that nothing was going the way that I had expected it to go. And it was so hard. And I think this is a very universal experience. It's, I think, something that is going to happen again and again in our lives, and it's a required process of unbecoming and becoming again, of facing that stagnancy and moving through it and eventually understanding what it means and why it's there. And I guess that is why I'm here and what I want to talk about, because this is something I'm discovering now or really trying to accept, is that these new beautiful changes or just anything that's happening in your life, they have their own timeline. What you are trying to create or what you are trying to move into or through, no one has created before because it's uniquely done by you. So the timeline that you're in is very much going to be going to be uniquely yours. And this is a video that I watched this morning. It was a beautiful video I come across. I'm gonna put a link in my description. And this woman, she spoke about this, that in fact the stagnancy that you're facing and when you're expecting things to go a certain way or in a certain time is very hard, because especially for things that you know are very much possible but you can't see materializing. Yeah, in this video she spoke about how within our environment of such constant satisfaction, sorry, what's the word, I've completely forgotten it, gratification, yes, instant gratification of social media, of doing something so fast paced and everything, so being so everyone running after a quick fix, it has made us very impatient towards the slow pace and the patience that we actually require in life with anything really. This is not even only to do with directly manifesting in your life or what it may be, it's just with anything. This plans that you have made, these changes that are happening. it's natural that we make expectations for things to go a certain way, and it's very, very difficult when they don't. It's very hard. I can give an example on my part. I have been having tonsillitis for almost 5 months now, and it's been very hard. And there have been so many points where I was just in a, maybe like I would say in a stubborn way, or very strongly was heading towards the idea that I'm healthy, I'm going to be healthy now, I am healthy now, and sort of pushing my body to become healthy again. But I'm realizing it was fueled through a lot of shame, and I started building up so much tension in my body because I was expecting constantly for myself to be healthy. And whenever I didn't feel healthy, whenever I felt pain, I felt so stressed out because I was like, wow, fuck, I'm moving further from my goal. And it was this constant like tension and this constant pressure for my body to be like, I need to get better now, I need to get better now. And it has completely driven me into an overdrive. And this is with so many things. And I'm sorry, I don't wish to only talk about myself. I hope this example helps in a way to explain what I'm trying to talk about. And why I'm saying this is that just only recently, when I have completely, I feel as if gone back to square one, I was having a conversation with my mum, and she made me realize that I won't get healthy if I'm constantly stressing my body out. Sorry, I won't get healthy if I'm constantly stressing myself out. And I'm someone who has struggled with stress chronically, really badly, and just anxiety and overall. And I, in that moment, felt as if there is no way for me to feel another way. I don't know how to feel any other way than just stress and fear around my health. And what she made me realize is that what my body needs most is love. It needs the gratitude and appreciation for what it's doing for me. And also sending gratitude to that illness as well. And it sounds insane. Why would you be grateful for that thing that is causing you so much struggle? Would it be financial issues? Would it be just something not working out, a job opportunity not working out? Why would you be grateful for that? That thing which is causing you so much pain right now. But she's right. And I had to realize in that moment that this illness that I have been so frustrated by, that's caused me so much pain and so much worry, is not my enemy. It is here to teach me. It is here to teach me something very valuable. And that is how I need to take it if I wish to move forward, if I wish to be healthy again. And it has made me think and revalue so many things that I have been butting heads with in this recent months, whatever it may be, is that the struggle that I'm facing, or that at least the struggle that has culminated because I have been expecting things to go the specific certain way that I believe means success for me, that if things go this way, that means I'm doing everything right. This is the thing, this is the way that things have to go. That must mean that I'm doing everything right, and this is how I want them to go. When they haven't gone this way, because of course they haven't. Things never go the way you expect them to. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be so honest. Things never go the way you expect them to. This is when people tell me that their plans, like 10 years down the line, I always tell them, and every single time that person usually agrees with me, like, that's not actually realistic. That's gonna change. And this is not even with shame. It's just, that's just how life is. Things never go the way you expect them to. And I think it's a part of it is understanding that doesn't mean that you have failed. That doesn't mean that things are moving against you. It just means that most often what's actually best for us looks very different to what we can actually imagine. And that's the beauty of life, really. We obviously, why we build expectations and why we often try to plan these things ahead is that so we know how to react, so we can feel prepared and safe in a way. That goes with even expecting the worst case scenario for things. That's why we do it, because if you expect the worst case scenario, then at least you have this sort of sense of safety that you have prepared yourself for it, and in a way it feels less scary. When in truth, you are no safer really. But the point that I'm trying to make right now is that, yeah, things often don't go the way we expect them to, and that's okay. The work you think you're going to make oftentimes ends up being very different in the end. I wrote a post about this at one point and did a video on it where I mentioned that the projects that you start with can never actually imagine how they end up looking. And it's so beautiful. But in truth, in reality, when we are in that process of unbecoming and becoming, there is that awkward stretching and molding and falling apart and crumbling, and this transformation that takes place that has so many parts to it that it's so hard, because in a way you don't have an anchor to hold on to, because oftentimes the things that are actually best for us, we can't imagine it. And that's actually great, because there were so many things that didn't end up working out, but what I got instead were so much better than the things that I was waiting for it to happen and that didn't. And I couldn't be more grateful. And I know that you have experienced the same thing. That's happened to every one of us. And if you don't think you have, reflect on it. I'm sure you will find the moment where it has. It's a natural part of life. It's hard. And I think what I'm coming to accept, or maybe it's my frontal lobe developing, I'm not sure, is that the process of, I'm gonna say this so many times, I'm so sorry if it's becoming too repetitive. The process of becoming has so many phases to it. These things you're trying to try out or move into, you're likely gonna go through some very difficult moments. And I feel like that is so necessary to open up and make transparent, and yeah, to be transparent about, and to say that that is okay. Because I feel, and I have felt so many times, that when I'm struggling, I have completely fallen off the path, that I have done everything wrong, and that all that my life is going to be is this moment, this pain that I feel, when in truth, it's not. And that struggle, that pain you may be going through, it it truly and factually won't last forever. There will be new things that happen, new opportunities, changes, both positive and negative, that will shift your expectations of life. I cannot emphasize this enough, because I feel like the biggest part of anxiety and stress, at least for me, is this feeling that these things that I'm struggling with, I will have that this is all there is, and that is I will have to face that forever. That is that feeling that I feel when I'm stressed about something. When in truth, at certain points, there is this, I'm trying to like, anyway, you get what I mean. There's this bang that happens where something completely crumbles or falls apart, or I lose something, and it's that wake up that brings us back and reminds you that you are here, and that everything is ever changing, and that everything is actually working out exactly as it's meant to, even when it doesn't make sense. And that, in fact, what we can do always is put forward the faith that everything is working out in our highest good. Praying to that, praying that everything is working out for my highest good and for the highest good of all. And oftentimes, that highest good will look very different to what you have imagined, but in fact, it will be so much better. I feel as if that has taken off so much weight from me. This feeling that, you know what, these things that I'm so scared about that they won't work out timing wise, that I need to be healthy by this time. When I actually tell myself, when I let my body know that, you know what, I trust you. I trust that I will be healthy by the right time, in the pace that I need to be in, and that all those other things, they will be sorted out in their right timing. And I know it's hard. I know this. Oftentimes there are these things that seem so urgent and often are urgent that you feel that you need them to work out in this exact way for this exact time. And I wish to tell you that everything is going exactly as it's meant to go, and that you will be okay. If it's that project deadline, whatever it may be, and you feel as if everything is falling apart, you're ill, you need to get it doing, you'll be okay. There's always a way. There is always a way. And allow yourself to land in this. Allow yourself to wake up to what is going on in your life. And maybe give yourself the space to understand that you may not know what's best right now, and that's okay. You do not need to know, or you can ask for that knowledge. If you believe in a higher power, whatever it may be, if you believe in God, if you believe in source, the universe, even if you don't believe in anything at all, just this existence, ask. Ask for understanding of what is this experience wanting to teach you? What is this struggle trying to teach you? What is this illness, whatever it may be, whatever you are facing, asking what is it wanting to show you and thanking it. I know it's when all you want to do is scream, fuck you, do that. Honestly, you can still simultaneously feel your anger and your frustration and understand that that is not all there is, and still show gratitude for that, because what you're experiencing is not here to punish you. It is not to it is not happening to you, but it is in fact happening for you. And it's so hard to hear these words and so hard to believe that in those moments where you feel as if nothing is working. Because I know I was feeling this exact same way, and I will feel the exact same way again. And it's okay. It's all a part of the process. But I'm telling you, you don't need to feel perfect. You don't need to feel amazing to still move through this process and allow yourself to receive the wisdom that is there for you and exists within you. Just ask. It's there. And you'd be surprised about how it will show up in your life. If all you want to do is say fuck it to everything and whatever whatever it may be, do it, express your anger, let it move, the frustration. You are allowed to feel that. There is no shame in feeling it. There is no shame in feeling that frustration. Don't make yourself hold it in, and don't force yourself to make it pretty. It doesn't have to be. What I can recommend, and if this resonates with you, are dance meditations. I will link this down below. I find moving and feeling my emotions to be in a part one way, one of the best ways of processing and feeling and going through the emotions that I'm feeling and through the thoughts and the time that I'm going through, whether it would be when I'm feeling absolutely amazing, but to be fair, most of the time it is when I'm processing all those difficult emotions. I've heard this go around so much, and yeah, it's interesting, at least in the circles that I'm in, that we're very much in a time where we intellectualize so much of our feelings, that everything is so intellectualized, and it doesn't, and it's true. I intellectualize my feelings a lot, and I feel like also in a part that is also why I create, and that is also kind of what I maybe feed into. But truly and utterly, I cannot express enough how much physically just feeling and moving your emotions is and letting them express themselves through your body. It's so beautiful. It's so transformative. And that is also why I've been doing yoga for the past 5 years. And do not get phased by this. If you did know, I don't know, or whatever. I have been doing 20-minute full long videos for the past 5 years, primarily consistently, but that's all I do, and that's what I mean. It's oftentimes when we get recommended practices like meditations or yoga or these sort of things, whatever it may be, even a walk, they do not need to be this big grand thing that you need to complete. They can be 2-minute moments, they can be 10-minute, an hour, whatever it is. You're allowed to make things adapted to you, and trust me, that is still enough. You are still doing amazing if your timeline looks different to someone else's. It is so, so okay. I'm gonna cry. Sorry, yeah, I feel like I need to hear this thing as well. And that is why I make these videos. I am very much in this experience of life with you. And we all are. That's the truth. We're all in this together. It's all just about witnessing and opening ourselves up to what is going on. Yeah, I recommend dance meditations. There's this amazing, amazing YouTuber called Moon. That is the guy's name. Yeah, I'll link it below. And oh, sorry. Anyway, oh, let me drink some tea. Oh, oh, I hope my microphone wasn't like that the whole time. Oh, you know what? Whatever. Right. I've been having so many filming mishaps lately, like my camera shutting off, the microphone not working, all those sorts of things, so much lately that I'm just learning to accept it. There's actually nothing I can do, and I trust that it happened for a reason. It's yeah. Anyway, I I'm so happy to be here. I am so grateful to be in this place. I know I'm feeling very, very sort of lovey-dovey and grateful la la right now, but trust me, I am also very much in this moment. I'm feeling better right now, but I have been feeling very much in the beginning trenches. Yeah, to say the least. I'm very much trying to be more consistent with my filming and just, yeah, very much just showing up in my work no matter how it comes out. So I hope you bear with me with my posting, and I've been loving seeing the process of how my work is developing and changing, and yeah, and it's going to keep changing and developing and unbecoming again. And I'm grateful for you to be here. If you're still here, thank you for listening. I don't believe I have much else to say. I feel like I've got enough what I wanted to say. I hope you can also get yourself a warm drink. If you're in London, or in England, you will know that winter is here. Winter is here. I smelt it in the air a couple of days ago, and it's oh, I love smelling seasons arrive. I'm sorry, that sounds so odd, but it's yeah. Anyway, maybe you get what I mean. I hope you do. If you don't, it's fine. If you get it, you get it. Um, yeah. Anyway, get a warm drink. If you're in a hotter climate, get yourself a cooling drink, and just remember to take deep breaths. We'll take one. We'll take one right now. Yeah, I I'm gonna go to sleep. I need to go to work really early in the morning tomorrow. And yeah, but I'm so happy that you're here, and thank you for your time. And I hope there are some things that you can take with you. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like if you did. And feel free to comment anything for about the things that resonated with you, or what you would like to see or hear next. I very much love keeping things open and flowing with also you guys. I would love to hear how you're doing, and yeah, what's been going on with you, because I bet there will be so many people, and also I'm sure me as well, that are going through similar things. And yeah, I'm sending you so much love, good health. Please take care of yourself. If you're feeling rushed and pressured, and you feel your health going down right now, please, 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 especially in these colder months, take yourself the time to rest. Allow yourself to rest. Coming from someone who has spent so much time, so many times getting so ill and being so consistent ill because I didn't take the time to rest, because I thought that getting a project done was more important, when I kept pushing my health back and back and back. Please take the time. It's okay. You'll be fine. You'll be okay if you take a couple of days of work. You will catch up. You'll be good. Whatever, maybe. Okay? I love you. Musid kallid.